stars to redeem my free drink, so that's always nice to get like the biggest one and add all the things because it's free. Some of you may not know, but I do have a like to know it, which is where I try to link everything that I can. Like this hat is linked, my ring is linked. That is always in my description box in every video that I do, and even if you go to my homepage, on my cover photo I have a like to know it. It's like affiliate marketing, so I do earn a commission for anyone that purchases through my link, and it doesn't cost you guys anything, and it really helps me to be able to share with you guys. So I just wanted to mention that in case any of you guys didn't know that. I kind of feel like this may turn into like a day in the life kind of but over a course of more than one day, so forgive me. We're just winging it on this video today. Yes, this video is turning out to be a day in the life or over the course of several days, but I've been looking for another couch. I currently have ours for sale because it has the Chase lounge and it just takes up so much space in our tiny living room. And I thought a reclining couch would be much better because we can put it down. So I decided to stop and look. It just so happens that our Lowe's and the Ashley Home Furniture store are almost right next to each other. And I got this little itch, I guess you could say, that I'm wanting a new plant. So I decided to stop and look. I have a plant in the hallway and it's a snake plant, but it's really not doing well. And it really doesn't get any sun there, so I needed something that doesn't have to have light. So I was looking everything over. Also, my aloe vera doesn't look too great. So I was kind of looking at those too, but oh my goodness, there's so many options. I want them all, but also I need some that are easy to maintain. And the only ones I found that have so far been working for me are snake plants and ZZ plants and peace lilies. And coincidentally, I believe all three of those are really great for cleaning your air, and I just love that it's a twofold. It's a beautiful thing, and then also it's giving something back to us besides just looking pretty. It's doing a job that really needs to be done. Since we are sitting right next to almond orchards, this is the first year they've really bloomed. You can tell that our allergies are really acting up because of it. I'm so thankful that we invested in a air filter, which you will see later in the video. But also these plants help tremendously to clean our air inside our home. Many times the plant area is picked over in my local Lowe's, but I guess because of spring, it was really full and there was just so many options. It was very relaxing just to go and look. And I actually walked out of the store and didn't buy one thing, but I really enjoyed looking. So this is the little DIY that we're going to be doing, actually two in this video. My husband decided that he wanted to finish this on the weekend. This is a hope chest that was my great-grandmother's. It's very mid-century modern, and although the wood stain, it's really pretty. It's just not my style. Out of all the styles, mid-century modern is my very least favorite. So I really wanted to paint this and distress it. Also, when we moved, one of the legs actually broke and was tipped in the back. You can't tell because I have it propped up, but we do use it for seating and it's kind of not safe, so we needed to fix the legs on it as well. But it is an old piece and it's beautiful and sturdy and cedar wood and it smells wonderful inside. But I just don't love the outside, so my husband decided it was time to refinish it. Now this is the other DIY. It's just a really simple one. We actually went to the place where we purchased our countertops for the house, and the owner remembered us, and I was looking for a little slab like this size to put our coffee pots on because I couldn't find like a marble tray that was big enough, and he let us have this little remnant, and I thought that was so nice of him. But the underneath, one of the edges wasn't finished, so my husband had to put something under there or else it would tip when you set it down. And then I just thought, since the outside edges were not finished, if we just put some real pretty wood around the edge and stain it, it would look a little more finished. And it turned out so good, and you guys will see that a little bit later in the video. So the vision I had in my head for this hope chest was to either do a herringbone pattern on the front with some stained wood pieces, or to do just like I'm doing right now. And I know many of you are probably cringing, but I took a hammer and some other tools and just beat it up so it looks more rustic, and then he'll paint it, and then I will sand it, and hoping that the stain will kind of get in those little indentures and make it look a little more rustic, but also distressed. And I know, like I said, many of you are probably cringing that I'm actually doing this to this really old piece, but I was talking to my husband about it, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with me making this piece my own, because I just don't love it the way it is, but I don't want to get rid of it because I know where it came from. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with me making it my own. And we also save those feet, so I'm hoping to do something else with those. So we use every single part of it, but again, make it my own.
She comes up with the ideas and I do the work.
Here's the finished tray, and I just love it so. It's just perfect for what we're needing. I did purchase new feet for the bottom of it. I was hoping to find them in bronze caster wheels. I even looked at thrift stores and yard sales for a cheap item that had those wheels on it that I could reuse, but I couldn't find anything. So I found these. I needed them to be kind of heavy duty because we do sit on it, and it kind of gives it an industrial look, but I do think I may take some rub and buff to the wheels because I couldn't find any bronze ones in this size. The bronze that they had for sale were all like little dainty feet. But my husband had to add that wood piece to the bottom just to be able to attach the wheels. And then now I am sanding it. I'm going to be extremely honest here. I am not happy with how it turned out, and neither is my husband. Because of the weather, he rolled it with a roller, and it kind of shows, and it would look a lot better if it was sprayed. But we will have to wait for the weather and do that a little bit later. But for right now, at least it's fixed and able to sit on it. I'm also going to be making a cushion for the top of it. When we got done, I told him, I said, it looks like an old coffin, you know, because it's pine. It looks like an old pine box coffin, and that's terrible. But for right now, it will do. and it's a little bit of a change. It's not beautiful and not what we want to stay with, but it's not something that can't be fixed. Here is my poor little plant that I was hoping to replace at Lowe's, but I couldn't find anything that I loved, and I kept going back to the snake plant, but I can't put another one here. So I'm just going with a fake one. I found out while I was reading all the tags on the plants at Lowe's that you're not supposed to put a snake plant by an air conditioner return vent, and that's basically what this air purifier is, and so maybe that's why it died. And although I'd rather have a real one, this fake one is going to do just fine. This hope chest has truly been a huge blessing. It holds so much sentimental items. Like they say, if your house catches on fire, what would you grab? It would be this box. It has my wedding dress in it, some bridesmaids dresses, my graduation dress, my bridal shower dress, cards from our wedding album, my parents' wedding album, all of our baby books, their first year books with all their photos, and our honeymoon book, and just so many sentimental things. And you guys probably saw that shoe. That was my great grandmother's shoe, and it all fits in there just barely. I feel like it truly makes it that much more special that it is a family heirloom, and it houses all of our family heirlooms. I don't even know how to explain it. The sentimentality, is that a word? Of this box and all that it holds, and all that it will hold for many more years to come. Now, I did not record myself making this cushion, but you guys, I am so proud of myself for doing it. It is one of the first sewing projects that I did not call my mom and ask for her help. I just watched a YouTube video and did it all on my own. All the supplies have been sitting in my closet for over a year, and I decided now is the time. And I'm so extremely happy with how it turned out. Probably more because I'm just proud of myself for doing something on my own. I texted a picture to my mom just to show her that I can actually do a sewing project without her help. Well, friends, I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you like videos like this, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one.